In American culture, how you look, what you weigh, and how others perceive you weighs a heavy importance in this society. Skinny, fat, tall, short, flabby, muscular are words that run through many people's minds daily. Whether it be starving yourself or stuffing your face, your diet is vital for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Today, I want to persuade you to change some of your habits that will lead you to a healthier life. I am going to enlighten you on the dangers of improper methods involving diet and exercise, and also offer some tips to stay away from these dangers. Growing up, I played sports my whole life starting from age 5, so it was easy for me to maintain an appropriate weight and healthy body image. Once I started high school, my body changed drastically due to puberty and the end of my sporting career. Up until this point, I had never had to diet or worry about my body or weight because of this athletic mindset I had developed. However, once my body started to change, I decided I wanted to take action. From that point, I changed my diet: no carbs, no sweets, and no snacking. Also, I started working out 3 times per week for 2 hours a time. Unfortunately, these changes still didn't satisfy me. One time I had worked out and pushed myself for so long I passed out. Even though I wouldn't consider it an extreme eating disorder, I still needed to change these dangerous habits. Now, I have realized there are many healthier and safer options to satisfy my appearance. Today, I want to change your habits and mindset in selecting the right and healthy way for weight loss and a healthier lifestyle. I'm going to start by giving you all a few diet and exercise tips. As I previously mentioned, diet and exercise are what can change your life. From Healthy Form's website on the benefits of a healthy diet, they mention that the benefits of fruits and vegetables include reduces the risk for stroke and other cardiovascular diseases, reduces the risk for type 2 diabetes, protects against certain cancers such as mouth, stomach, and colon rectum cancer, reduces the risk of coronary artery disease, helps decrease bone loss, and reduces the risk of developing kidney stones. If you don't have a few servings of fruits and vegetables per day, you are at risk for all of the above mentioned. So it is vitally important to keep these considerations in mind. They also mention the benefits of whole grains. This helps with weight management, reduces constipation, and also reduces the risk of coronary artery disease. It is important to have fruits and vegetables and whole grains every day. They all provide many needed nutrients that processed foods either don't contain or strip during the processing and packaging. I strongly suggest that these 3 items should be included in your day-to-day diet. It is little changes like switching from white rice to brown rice to cooked vegetables, which lose a lot of nutrients, to fresh vegetables, that will alter the way you feel about your body and your lifestyle. If you are one who has attempted a diet, then be familiar with calorie counting. It is most definitely not the most effective way to lose weight, but because the calories that you could be taking in could very easily be empty calories, which in other words means they have no nutritional value. From the British website Weight Loss Resources, the UK Department of Health estimated average requirements, or EAR, are a daily calorie intake of 1,940 calories per day for women and 2,550 calories per day for men. Overall, people get stumped every day on how to lose weight. They don't realize that it starts with their diet. The less junk food you cut out, the closer you will be to your goal weight. Along with diet changes, exercise is extremely important. From my survey on campus, I found that 1 person never exercises, 11 people exercise once or twice a week, 4 people exercise 3 times a week, and 4 people exercise more than 3 times a week. It's like a little tennis shoe, all you need to run. Mentioned in CNN's health article on how much should you exercise, they recommend that children and teenagers exercise 1 hour every day, and adults get a weekly minimum of 2 hours and 30 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity, such as brisk walking, dancing, gardening, something to just get you moving around but not breaking a sweat. Or 1 hour and 15 minutes of vigorous activity, jogging, aerobic dancing, and jumping rope, anything that will dramatically increase your heart rate. If you keep yourself active, you will notice changes in every aspect of your life. You'll see you have more energy to last throughout your whole day, along with boosting your mood If you're not able to get in the suggested amount of exercise, the slightest amount will cause great change and hopefully motivate you to compromise your time. Now, on a more negative note, there are people that take this to an extreme. Improper diet and exercise can lead to all different sorts of physical and mental damage. From the source ANDA, also known as the National Association of Anorexia Nervosa and Associated Disorders, they mentioned that an estimated 10 to 15% of people with anorexia or bulimia are male. Men are less likely to seek treatment for eating disorders because of the perception that they are women's diseases. Among gay men, nearly 14% appeared to suffer from bulimia and over 20% appeared to be anorexic. Women are much more likely than men to develop an eating disorder. An estimated 0.5 to 3.7% of women suffer from anorexia nervosa in their lifetime. 14 research suggests that about 1% of female adolescents have anorexia. An estimated 1.1 to 4.2% of women have bulimia nervosa in their lifetime. An estimated 2.2 to 5% of Americans experience binge eating disorder in a 6-month period. About 50% of people who have had anorexia develop bulimia or bulimic patterns. 20% of people suffering from anorexia will prematurely die from complications related to their eating disorder, including suicide and heart problems. It saddens me to find out that from my survey, 14 out of 20 have actually dealt with an eating disorder. The top 5 common eating disorders from Bold Sky Limitless Living said bulimia nervosa, which is a binge eating on food and then throwing it up, anorexia, which is not eating at all, compulsive eating disorder, cannot stop eating, night eating syndrome, you think it's okay to binge eat at night if you've dieted all day long, rewarding yourself with food, pica, which is slowly becoming more popular, which is when someone has a craving to eat, they will chew on things that aren't food, such as gum, ice, plastic, or anything with a hard outer core to give a sense of chewing. There's also a disorder described as when someone excessively works out. This doesn't necessarily have any connection with an eating disorder or eating prevention. However, it is serious and often shows early signs of an oncoming eating disorder. Today we have talked about many of these existing dangers and incorrect ways of diet. The extreme measures that I informed you about can lead to eating disorders and can damage a person's life and body forever. However, there are many ways to avoid these dangerous measures with these steps. Maintain a good, healthy diet. Eat some fruit. Eating whole grains, fruits, and vegetables are all good things you can do in your diet. Also, exercise. Do a little jog. Drink a lot of water. So I can challenge you to work as hard as you can to reach your goal weight and or appearance starting this fall.